Good morning, Ann. I think you're muted.
All right, there we go. Good morning, Don.
Hey, Mr. Harris.
He's muted too.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Real quick.
Michelle, have you ever heard of a HUD? It's a government VA loan, and the guy said it was V as in Victor, ASH.
Yes.
What is that? It's just
It's just a type of VA loan.
that's
They have
it.
various different versions depending on if they have some disability rating, 100% disability rating, just a regular veteran, pre-certain dates, post-certain dates.
Okay.
But yeah, I've heard of it. I'm not specific on what that specific one is, but I have heard of it.
Okay.
You said it was a VASH loan?
Yep.
Okay.
Michelle, I wanted to do something a little different to show Jonathan's video just internally. Is that okay with you?
Sure, that's fine. And if you Google VASH loan, it brings you up to, it's a VA supportive housing loan. It's for veterans that have been homeless previously or chronically homeless.
Is it for rentals or owning a home?
Let me look. I think there are components for both, but they have to have leased for a year.
Okay. All right, I can look that up. So you got other things to do.
They must be VA healthcare eligible. So this is someone who has had some health issues, either connected to their service or they're partially disabled or fully disabled. Most of the time connected to their service. It targets chronically homeless, mental and physical health. It is a loan, so that's a purchase program. It's a loan.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would talk to
the lender.
Well, I would talk to a lender that does VA loans, but I would also ask him who gave him authorization, or does he have like a letter of eligibility?
Okay.
That's a very specific loan within a menu of a lot of loans.
All right. Thank you very much.
Of course, anytime.
I'm going to go ahead and play this introductory email. This is actually an inspirational one of our agents, Jonathan, and he actually produced this video. So I thought it would be super cool to share with everyone just before the meeting gets started. So here we go. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Aloha. Hey, it's Jonathan from Maui Dream Properties, and I wanted to share a video with you about manifestation and the power of marrying intention with faith and hard work. A year ago, I was at this amazing property, and the head of our international luxury division was visiting, and I said, I really want to sell this property. A year later, 12 months, we're closing $14.5 million. The best part is that the family that's moving in, it's a dream property for them, and I was able to just share in this process of transitioning and making magic happen for a lot of different people. I'm excited to show you the jewel of Kahana. Aloha! Welcome to Maui Dream Properties. My name is Jonathan Udis, I'm your host, and today we're gonna be checking out the Jewel of Kahana. So this house is perfectly perched between Ka'anapali and Kapalua. It is just under 10,000 square feet, and it has 7 full bathrooms, 3.5 half baths, and it is really magnificent. It is on a ½ acre, and it's got 7 suites that are all overlooking the Pacific Ocean. This is the ultimate in Pacific Rim architecture, indoor-outdoor living, Maui lifestyle luxury. Come on, let's check it out. One of the unique things about this property is that it's got 7 bedroom suites. The living areas as well as the bedrooms all look out into the Pacific Ocean. So one of my favorite things about this property is indoor-outdoor living. There's the sunken living room, and then it just opens up into the kitchen. So you get to really feel like you're both inside and outside and enjoying Maui lifestyle. You can just splash right into the pool here, walk onto the grass, go out onto the outdoor lanai where there's a barbecue and tiki torches at night. If you're not busy snorkeling and seeing beautiful fish out there in the bay and the ocean, you got this beautiful aquarium right here as you're having dinner, dining, and
That's a sneak peek for you. Stay tuned for the rest. So I will turn it over to you, Michelle.
We can finish watching the rest.
Oh, you sure? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
tell you, I previewed it with Jonathan a few days ago, and
Okay.
I sat there and I had goosebumps. I mean, chicken skin. It's an amazing.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Absolutely.
And it also is seen from the other side of that suite on the other side. There really isn't a bad room in this house. Here we've got a beautiful media suite. I'm ready for my favorite movie or show. Let's get some popcorn and we're ready to go. The architecture is set up so that wherever you are, you get that light cascading down into the house. So this looks like a closet, but you open it up and it's one of the smart systems that runs the house. What makes a Maui dream property? A dream property is just what is your dream, and that being manifested. All of the stone in this bathroom was imported from Italy. The architecture here is really special because the house has these skylights. You're looking out as you're bathing. Anytime you're feeling stressed, I mean, I think you could just literally come into this bathroom and forget about your troubles for a while. I'm singing in the bathtub. So here we are in the master suite. We're looking out at Lanai. This is rare. On the second floor, we have this entertaining area, which is also a loft overlooking the great room downstairs. So you have this experience of being inside and outside at once. It just sort of washes away all the stress and worry, and it just makes you feel very calm. Each suite has its own lanai looking out at the Pacific Ocean. This is one of my favorite features about this house. This looks like a shower, but in fact, this is a teleportation device that can transport you anywhere in the universe. And when you want that sunshine, all you gotta do is press the button. Here we are. Beautiful lanai where you can look out at the Pacific Ocean, the beautiful blue ocean behind you, and just enjoy outdoor Maui living. Thank you so much for watching. In real estate and in life, I think the greatest blessing is to be able to be of service. So please stay in touch with me and let me know how I can help you.
Wow,
Woo!
that was beautiful.
I hope you all had the same great experience that I did when I first watched it. I just had chicken skin. I'm so happy for Jonathan to have closed escrow on that home at 14.5 million. He's really maximized his leveraging that sale to kind of elevate him out to a really great sphere of clients he already has. Jonathan, are you on the call today? I can't see everyone, but
I do not see him.
but he's leveraging it, and I loved the content that it was a soft presentation. It wasn't a hard sale. It wasn't all about him. It really showcased the property and his philosophy. So I see Lisa's joined us this morning. I'm going to turn over the meeting today to our team leader, Lisa Teichner.
Well, hello there. Good morning.
Woo!
Happy
Monday, and for me, day 2 of quarantine, I think. Day 2, maybe?
3.
That's it?
Day 3? Is it day
Day
3?
three.
Okay.
Maybe 3
Yeah.
or 4, yeah.
I don't know what time it is. I don't know what day it is. Thank you, Michelle, for starting. I was getting off another call that I let her know. But I'm happy to see you guys. I'm happy to be back. And I am going to share the screen because I see the slides are not up at the moment. So let me just get that going for you guys.
Lisa, if you haven't seen the whole video, you'll have to revisit it. I got chicken skin. It's really amazing. Jonathan,
what
we
video?
just shared your video.
Oh, no.
Jonathan's
Yeah.
here. See, he's muted.
Oh,
Jonathan,
good.
we just shared your video and it was amazing.
Oh, that's cool. I love
thank
that.
you. Awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. And I know, Jonathan, we have to catch up. Okay, let me see if I can view this in present. Okay, and just a heads up, I didn't tell you this, Michelle, but I am expecting, sorry, my husband's in surgery right now too. So I am expecting a phone call from the doctor when the surgery's over. So if I have to jump off for a second, I'll let you guys know that. And Michelle, you can take over
the
for me.
slide deck.
Can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, do you see yourselves too, or just the slides, hopefully?
A few of ourselves.
Okay, you see that too here. Let me minimize that. There we go. Okay. Bucket fills. Did you guys do this yet?
No, we haven't even started.
Okay. Who has a bucket to fill? This is where we show our gratitude, tell people they're awesome, and just thank them whether they're here or not for something that maybe somebody did to help you, or, you know, let's show some gratitude. Who wants to go?
I'll go first.
Okay.
While Lisa's been out of town the last couple of weeks, Cheryl has done an amazing job holding down the fort in the Kahului office, as always, with a smile and grace, and we can't thank her enough for all you do, Cheryl. You are the glue that holds us together.
Yay.
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate hearing that. Thanks so much. My pleasure.
That's awesome.
And it was even more taxing because I know our MCA, Shelby, flew over to the Big Island for a week. And so Shelby, thank you for sacrificing and doing that for our team and really being there for our Big Island agents. But that added even more strain and stress for Cheryl. So both of you, great job.
Thank you. That's great. Who else? By the way, I shrunk the screen. Hopefully you can still see the slides just so that I can bring you guys up too.
I've got a gratitude. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is just a general gratitude. I feel like it's an expression that the culture of KW is really thriving in our particular office. Of course, I can't speak for other places in the country or world, but I feel like every time I have a question, whether I need Latasha, Cheryl, Shelby, or Michelle is in her office, Michelle is often in her office on like a Zoom and a separate call at the same time. And I'll just go like, you know, I'll help you. And as soon as she's off, she helps. And same thing with Keone. I just feel like there's never any degree of I'm sorry, I can't help you. It's always, how can I help? And for me, it really makes a difference, just that attitude and that spirit of support. So I just want to say thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.
You're welcome.
Okay, who else? One more. Who we got on? Wait, let me open this up so I can see everybody. So I can pick on y'all.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, I'm on the
Hey,
video.
Al. Hi.
I don't know if Rochelle is on right now, but I'm in my first process, I guess, with my first client, and a lot of questions are coming up, and she's there for me every step of the way, and I feel like I'm fumbling a lot, but she's really helping me, and Michelle has been there, and Keone to sign off and all these little things, and I'm just really grateful for all the support.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Kehao. Congratulations on your deals coming up. All right, you guys, let's look at whose birthdays are happening. And, you know, I know we aren't doing our in-person meetings. Well, some of you guys are. I think on the Big Island you are a little bit. So we're going to have virtual cakes and cupcakes. That would be fun. Maybe for next month's meeting, we can like, oh, I have an idea. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm going to surprise you. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just writing down my idea.
Forget I said anything. Right?
Be ready. I didn't say anything. Okay. Happy birthday. So for our August babies, John, Jim, Chris, Sharon, Sam, and Sharon, Deborah, Sarah, Andy, Teresa, Paul, Andy, Leola, Gavin, Garrett, Autumn, Elise, Stephanie, Jim, Angel, Carrie, Ann, and Paul, who today's the 31st. So today is Paul's. Ann's was yesterday. Happy birthday, Ann. Ann, I don't know if you saw your post on Facebook because I tried to tag you, but I don't know why I couldn't tag you. Anyway, happy birthday to you guys. Another you know, pandemic birthday. It's very exciting times. Happy birthday, you guys. Okay, virtual celebration. We can sing happy birthday later if you want. Hot topics. So since I was away, I do have some topics. I just did not have a chance to really get them together yet. However, for our Mission Possible call this week, which is at 8:30 a.m. on Wednesdays, if you jump onto that, I do have some hot topics, which I'm going to be bringing up at that Mission Possible call. And there is a separate slide for one or two of the hot topics we have that we're going to talk about, but a couple of the things I wanted to share with you. One of the hot topics, and I didn't have a chance to research, maybe Keone and Michelle, you know, did you hear, I just heard this morning about a fee that Fannie and Freddie are adding when people are refinancing or getting purchase loans starting December 1st. Did you hear about this? To let people know so that, you know, because of the time frame. So if they're looking at refining, it was Dave Eckert from Keller Mortgage announced it this morning, but I did not look up the details yet. So does anybody on the call have information about that, about some kind of a lending fee that is going to be implemented after December 1st for people who are purchasing or refining? If it's a Fannie or Freddie? Anybody? Did anybody hear anything about that? Okay, so I will look that up. I'll have more information on Wednesday. That's one of the things that I wanted to.
That is hot off the presses.
Hot off the presses. Just heard the news from the underground this morning. Yes.
I have something for you, Lisa, on it. It's
Yes.
just a blue, but I just Googled it as we were talking.
Okay.
And Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac said Wednesday they'll start charging a 0.5% adverse market fee on all finances, including both cash out and non-cash out refis. The new fee goes into effect September 1.
So there must be something else. So that's one of the things. Wow. Okay. So that's starting on refis tomorrow. That's a 0.5%. I mean, that's not chump change, you guys. That's good for people to know.
So that's part of it.
When did that come out? I mean, that seems like a short notice.
August 16th. It was published on Market Watch.
That is short notice.
But you know, it said in light of the coronavirus pandemic,
We're
going to charge you more.
We're going to charge you more.
$1,000.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
They said this is a result of risk management and loss forecasting precipitated by COVID-19 related to economic and market uncertainty. And it will be introducing market condition credit fee in price is what it's called.
And that only pertains to refis?
Well, he had talked about refis this morning, and then somebody else chimed in and mentioned purchases too. So I wanted to find out if there was something happening with purchases as well.
This is specific to refis, cash out and non-cash out. This does not address purchase.
Okay, and somebody said December, so that's September, that's soon. Okay, so people just need to be aware of that. It's a good touch point for clients or people that you know if you are talking to them about refining. I mean, obviously they can still determine whether it makes sense. And if their interest rate is 6.5%, they're probably still going to want to do the refi and pay the 0.5%. It's just good to know. And it's good for us to be aware of what's happening in the mortgage market arena, because that's going to, you know, that's going to affect us, or it gives us some indication of what they're seeing. And if they're forecasting, right, and we know there's stuff in the pipeline, we know 37% of people aren't paying their mortgages right now. I mean, that is going to have an impact. So it's part of what they're doing, it sounds like, to shore that up. Okay, so that's good info. If anybody gets more info on that, please share it or be on the call on Wednesday so we can talk a little bit more about that and maybe talk about a, you know, a touch opportunity. I could also probably see if I could get somebody on the call. Let me talk to Dave too. I don't know if he can come on this Wednesday.
I have another hot topic.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
If we're time for that.
Sure.
So if you have a sale going and you're closing and you have a tenant, by the new COVID rules, you are supposed to keep that tenant until closing, and then the buyer is now supposed to give the 45 days. So all closings should close with the tenant in there, and then the 45 days starts when the new owner, the buyer, takes over the property. So I know that some people are giving notice in escrow, and we shouldn't be doing that. Which may be good, maybe not good. I don't know what the shakeout's going to be from that, but that is going to be.
Is this something that the brokers discussed that you can, that everybody's aware of, so the agents can talk to the brokers? No, Michelle's saying no.
No,
so
this is really new. This is
news
like,
to me too.
Yeah.
So I think there needs to be a little bit more information, and we may need to compose an email to send out if that is the case.
It was discussed at our board meeting, and it was also put out by HAR. You know, you guys should be watching those videos and stuff that come out of HAR, because that's a lot of state, you know, and stuff, and county. But when was that? They just sent it out. It was a video that was like last week, that had that topic about the 45-day notice has to be at the close of escrow instead of.
Which means you need to go in and amend your purchase contracts if your current contract says you're taking it free and clear of all tenants.
Okay, wait, no, this is okay, you guys, hang on. This is a way bigger issue. We're going to have to do this more in a call here, because there are ramifications.
We will.
Okay, I'm just saying there's lending. We don't want people to go and start doing this right now, because if you've got a buyer that's getting a loan and the lender won't fund if it's not their primary residence and they have a tenant occupying the property when they close, that's an issue. So I think we just have to get clarity on what exactly can and can't be done, because I know so based on the moratorium for, when does the moratorium end for, well, why can't they give, sorry, Keone, why can't they give the 45-day prior to closing like we normally do?
That's a COVID rule. Somebody thought it was a good idea.
It's the eviction moratorium.
Okay, so that's a different thing. So that's my question.
It's under the governor's proclamation, Lisa.
But if there's an eviction moratorium, that ends when?
I think it was extended
September,
to September,
right? The end of September.
But
no, October, I think now.
I'm getting clarification, Lisa. It just changed a few days ago. So we're getting.
Because if it's only because of the eviction moratorium, that's a different issue, right? Then we have to be clear that it's based on that, and it's only for the contracts that are affected in that time frame. Now, if it gets extended, we have to address that. But I just want to make sure that it's not a separate thing that has to do with transfer of property. But if it's related to the eviction moratorium, yeah. But that's also different than giving. So eviction, yeah, again, technically we have to determine what falls under eviction moratorium and not, because eviction tells me that's something different.
If you watch the video, they're very clear on that this pertains to our deals, right?
Okay, so we need to watch. So this is a video from HAR, right?
Yeah, I'll try to
from
find
last
it.
week. Can you send that so we can look at that? And I mean, I think just for everybody on the call, maybe it's a heads up that if you do have a situation where there's a tenant in the property, talk to your broker. And if they, you know, they're not aware, reach out to Michelle or Keone and let's get clarity around what you may or may not need to do before you, before there's panic to the parties.
We're looking at that and we'll get a clarification out.
Thank you. But that's an important issue. That's good that you brought up for us to.
Hey, Lisa.
Figure out. Yes,
Lisa,
Jim.
I have an update on a newsletter on the mortgage fee we're talking about.
Oh, great.
And I'm just reading it right now. It says on Wednesday, this last Wednesday, the implementation date for the new 0.5% fee will be postponed from September 1st to December 1st.
Okay.
And that refinance loans with loan balances below 125,000 will be exempted. And then further in the newsletter, it said, this particular lender said, I want to applaud Bank of Hawaii for the actions they took this week while they were one of the local banks that jumped on this 0.5% fee, as did all the other local banks. They were the first to remove the fee from all their loans. So that's from a mortgage lender. I got a newsletter from them, Hawaiian Mortgage Company.
So what does that mean? They removed the fee? Does that mean they're eating
in other
the
words,
fee?
they're not going to do that. This is for,
Well,
this would be for local loans, not Fannie Mae.
okay, portfolio, right. Okay, so
Yeah.
so Fannie and Freddie, no matter what.
But that's not till December 1st is the,
okay.
is the
Okay.
new one.
So that's why he said December. Okay, got
Right.
it. Thank you, Jim, for that
You're
update.
welcome.
Great. Anyone else have info on that or any more info or further questions about, you probably have more questions about the tenant issue. So we'll get clarity on that. But if anybody has anything else, please let us know. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention, which there isn't a slide for in here, but again, I was on the call this morning, is there is a new kind of training that is happening through KW, through Connect, which is called Wealth Building Wednesdays, I think. Wealth Building Wednesdays. And it's this Wednesday at, so I'm going to talk about it on the Mission Possible call, but I think I have to find the time that it is, but I know it's after our Mission Possible call this Wednesday. And this Wednesday, the guest is Aaron Kaufman, who, if you missed his last training that I sent out to you guys, which is fantastic, which talks about the KW Fed, talks about the profit sharing program, KW Effect. He's going to be the guest, and that's the national call, which just in general is every Wednesday now that they're starting to do, which is something the company used to do and they're reinstating. So take a look at that if you're in Connect and you want to look up Wealth Building Wednesdays, and then check out the one that's happening this week with Aaron Kaufman as the guest, and I'll get the time for you. Again, they mentioned it this morning, so I wanted to make sure I mentioned it today. And then another hot topic, which we're going to talk about, is Mega Camp, but I have a slide for that. So let me go to your, hang on, I see that there's chat box questions. Oh, awesome. Hang on. Don Harris tells us 10 a.m. Hawaii time wealth building series. Thank you, Don Harris. Okay, so it's 10 a.m. on Wednesday. I love it. Okay, again, another reminder, and I've seen many of you start to come and jump on and request being a part of the Keller Williams Realty Maui team only private Facebook group. So it's another reminder. That's what it's called. If you have not been invited or you haven't seen it, or you haven't become a member and you're on Facebook, please go to Keller Williams Realty Maui, team only, private. There's also the link at the bottom, and jump onto that page because there's a lot of great information. And in fact, I guess Latasha is live streaming our team meeting right now on Facebook as well. So yay, cool. But a lot of good information gets passed through that channel in addition to getting emailed to you. Congratulations to our wonderful, amazing agents and brokers who are now a part of the RAM board. So congratulations on your election results. Keone, who has been, we already knew he was going to be the president-elect, and yet we're still celebrating and excited about that. So that's pretty exciting that our, you know, our own is going to be the next president of RAM after this next one. And then Sue Deloria, congratulations, is the director at large, general director now on the board. And then Michelle Belch, congratulations, is our West regional director, which is essentially the director that is heavily involved in the caravan in that area. So if you are on West Maui and you've got any questions or any comments or things that you want to share or see done in those caravans, go to Michelle. It's awesome, you guys. Love to see your leadership out there. It helps make a difference. And by the way, if there's anybody on the call that wants to get involved, RAM has a lot of different committees that you can join if you're passionate about certain topics or things. There's the Government Affairs Committee, there's an MLS committee, there's Education Committee, there's tons of things you can get involved in. It's a really great way to you know, be involved, know what's going on, get to know your peers, and make a difference in the real estate community here. All right, upcoming trainings, and I saw a separate flyer for this too, so I'll show that right now. Marion is going to be teaching the Paragon class, our in-house version of the Paragon class, which is tomorrow. Can you believe it's going to be September, you guys? Crazy. Okay, tomorrow. It's almost Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. Some of you will kill me. Some of you are mad that pumpkin spice lattes are back in Starbucks, so get over it. It's okay. 9 o'clock to noon, Paragon, property searches, customizations, reports, views, and much more with an amazing instructor. Marion, do you want to say anything about that?
No, you've kind of covered it. It's awesome. Can't wait to see everybody. Just bring 2 screens. It helps if you have 2 screens.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that tip. Okay, and then we also have a listing. Oh, so this is part of Win with Sellers, yeah, which I have a separate flyer for, which is super cool. So Win with Sellers is one of the advanced level training classes that we wanted to focus on for you guys because listings are golden, as always listings are golden, and especially now because of low inventory. So we figured we could help you focus on getting more listings and how to win with sellers and have some of the top agents in the state with Keller Williams help you to do that. So that series continues, and that is so it continues, hang on a second, is it Thursday?
Yep, says Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Every
So
Thursday.
this Thursday is going to be, what's the date? I just got back. I'm confused. September 3rd, chapter 4, servicing
Check the
and
next
marketing.
slide. Yeah.
So I don't know why up here it said Attilio and Adrian, but but down here it says the Tongs. Do you know who's doing this one? Is it the Tongs? The Tongs? Okay. So, well, they're all awesome. And those of you who attended the shift series and the buyer section of that, Rustin did that, but these guys are incredible rock stars out of our Honolulu office. Great instructors, great people. So that is going to be servicing and marketing, which is huge, right? I mean, servicing is really critical because that's part of what gives us our value. So, and then how to properly market. So they're going to share with you some of the things that they do. And then Monday, the 7th, we are going to start, Dawn Harris is going to start teaching some of the ninja selling workshop again, which is awesome. A lot of what they do in Ninja parallels what we do in KW. There's a lot of overlap, especially those of you who took Bold. It's such a great system and training. And it's about attracting the business, which Don is all about and has been very successful at doing since he's, picked up and relocated to Maui and started his brand new business here, and has been very successful. And this is the system he uses. Don, do you want to say anything about that?
Yeah, we're actually starting today at 2.
Oh, is it today?
Yeah.
Today at 2? Okay.
Today at 2, and we're going to spend about half an hour going through the book and talking about ninja selling, and then about another half hour discussing what we just went over and figuring out how to put that into your KW command so it's actually being put to use instead of just being this nice theory on how ninja selling can work for you. So it'll be actually
Love it.
making it work.
And I mean, there was great feedback from the last time you did a workshop on it. So I think it's incredibly digestible and friendly for agents and a lot of the newer agents to customize what they're already doing and personalize it. There's such great tools in there. So thank you for doing that, Dawn, one of our fabulous Agent Leadership Council members. Next is, and then Ignite is continuing on. So Thursday, that's at 8:30. It's starting over again on Thursday. So you guys finished and you had who graduated Ignite? That's on this call. That was in the last Ignite series. Did anybody on this call finish or graduate on the last round?
I did, and I believe Lisa Bell is on the call. She did as well.
Okay, so Kay-How and then Lisa, awesome. Give me a top takeaway from that, can you share with the group? What was your probably number one takeaway from going through the Ignite series?
Oh, the drinking out of the fire hose thing is no joke.
Yes, it's a lot of information.
But lead generation all the way.
Yep, that's what we're in the business of, right? Cool. Let me look and see if Lisa, are you on the call?
I'm here.
Want to share?
I'm here.
Awesome. Why don't you share a top takeaway from Ignite?
I am a strong advocate on education, and I thought it was fantastic. I feel a lot more confident. Obviously, it'll be a learning process as I go, but I highly recommend it, and I thought it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it.
Awesome. Great. Love the feedback.
Lisa?
The feedback is good. Yes, Marion.
It doesn't start until the 10th. So
let's see. The 10th or the 11th?
Yeah. Orientation, I think, is going to be on the 10th, and then the actual Ignite class starts on the 11th.
Okay, this says Thursday. Oh, you know what? Thursday is the 10th.
That's in a week.
So, okay, yeah, but this says Thursday the 11th. So it's Thursday the 10th and then the 11th. Okay, so check your registration link on your calendar. Thank you for that. I'm glad you guys are on here to help us figure it out. And by the way, that's open to anybody. So if you are an agent, if you're a brand new agent that's in coaching and you haven't taken it, that's part of your coaching program. However, if you're not in coaching or you're a seasoned agent and you really want to rebuild the foundation of your business or get some best practices that you can start to implement or get some new ideas and fresh things that maybe you haven't been doing or reminders of things that you want to do, if you're looking for that kind of growth or there's a specific thing you want to focus on, drop in. You can totally attend. And if you guys know people with other companies that aren't getting the support and training they need, you can also bring people in as a guest. So just let one of the instructors know, whether it's Marion or Nicole, that would be really helpful as well, and let them get some benefit of the training. The other thing is Monday. So our Monday mindset calls are, I guess now officially, Cheryl, is this the case that we are now officially moved every week to 5 o'clock for Monday mindset?
That's official, yes.
Okay.
In conjunction with Honolulu.
Yep, so we're combining the Monday mindsets. We've been doing that for a few weeks, and so that is official. You'll see that now at 5 o'clock. It's been going really well. I missed the last one or two being gone. However, I've heard it's great. They have really good guest speakers. It's a really great way to connect and network and look at what the agents on Oahu are doing too, and all of the islands that are attending. So jump on that. It's a good way to end the first day of a week. That will be very productive. And then Wednesdays are Mission Possible calls with the company, which is basically what did we say we were going to rename those, Keone? Do you guys remember when we were talking about it, or Latasha?
My suggestion was the huddle.
The huddle, company huddle. Because what we want to know is, we call it Mission Possible because that was the idea. That was the name we came up with when we started doing them daily during the lockdown, because it was very much about keeping you guys moving. Shared on that call. That's our once weekly way to touch and let you guys know what's happening, let you know things that are important that you need to know, whether for yourselves or for the clients, anything that your leadership that's coming down through your leadership or management. Sometimes you guys are sharing great things that you're discovering. So I really encourage you, it's only a half hour typically, maybe up to 45 minutes. Get on that call.
I thought it was called the huddle because you're giving away tickets to football games during those meetings once a month.
Yes, very common misconception. And so I appreciate that. I think you're probably—
When is this again?
Our Wednesday call, 8:30 in the morning on Wednesdays.
Is now
So
the
again,
huddle.
you know, we don't have them every day now, you guys. So if you're going to be, I know you have trainings, but if you're going to be on two things a week, you know, as far as calls, it's your Monday mindset and your Wednesday huddles.
The huddle, not the hustle.
Thank you. Thank you. Whatever you want to do with it. It's good with me. It's cool. We're open. All right.
Wednesday cuddle.
What's that, Maria?
It's not the Wednesday cuddle.
Cuddle. I like that. The high eyes love you for saying that. Yes, the Wednesday. You can put a C in there if you want. It can be a cuddle. We'll do virtual hugs. Okay. Congratulations to our cappers that have capped since our last meeting. What is this called? Monthly team meeting. And Celeste, I'm super happy for Celeste. I don't know if she's on the call, but Celeste, are you on the call? If she is, I want her to kind of share her story a little bit. What's awesome about Celeste is, you know, she dove right in when she joined the company. She literally, the first thing she did was jumped into Bold. And this was when it was live, when we had it live last year. That was like her first experience, jumped right in, took the reins. And, you know, she's pretty much doubled her production and got to this capping point. So you know, she's sharp, total potential, just really looking for the right tools and support and resources. And she's just been doing such a great job, and I'm so proud of her. So congratulations to Celeste. Jonathan, congratulations to you. I know you're on the call for capping, and you also have an award this month. So we'll celebrate that for you. That was wonderful. And I think this is your second or third time, and you were pretty new too. I mean, you've been licensed for a couple of years now, right? But I think this is your second round of hitting that cap. So congratulations. That's awesome. Thank you. Look forward to many more, and for you to do a bunch more deals before you reset at 100%. And congratulations to Anne, who also capped. So yay, Anne. Congratulations to Todd and to Carrie and Chris. So wonderful, you guys. And I'm just looking at the chat box, which, let me move over here. Maybe you guys, I want to make sure if it's, okay. All right, those are private messages. I'll respond to those. Okay, next. First closings with KW, Luke, Joanne, Deborah, and Terry. Congratulations to you guys. That's awesome. Super exciting. Get that momentum going. It's always a fun thing. And congratulations to our Big Island agents for their first closing, Chris, Damon, Chiaki, and Bruce. That's our first closing with us. And then first listings, Ashley, Autumn, Joanne, Karen, and Tyler. And, okay, well, Tyler had a co-listing before, so I'm not sure. And he has like multiple listings now, but you know, maybe we never congratulated him, so that's good. He has a big co-listing with Dan too on the Big Island. And then first listings, Bruce with us, Bruce, JJ, Leola, and Chiaki. So congratulations to you guys. Anybody on the call want to share from those lists of first listings and first closings, any little nugget of where a client came from that was helpful for you, that you know, where they came from or what you did in your business to be able to get an additional listing or closing? Does anybody have something they want to share that's on the list?
It's Nicole. I just wanted to point out that I guess I missed it, that Dave Zediello and Janice Vanetta actually have 2 listings for
Oh, wow. That was fast. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Great. Thank
They're
you for that.
Stars.
That's awesome. Okay, we'll make sure we add them. Okay, well, if you guys want to share, let me know. I'm going to go through the awards as well, and then that's open for anybody who's on these lists too, or anybody who wants to share anything that they did that was helpful for them that could help the group as well. So highest closed volume in July for individual, Jonathan Udis, 14.5, and also top gross commission income. That's awesome. So wonderful. And I guess the video, people who saw the video kind of heard some of that story. Team Kaikoa, congratulations to you guys, Randy, Liza, congratulations to you guys. And then the 808 team, congratulations to you guys as a group. Top individuals for July, Karen, listings taken volume, Dean, written volume, Sue, listings sold units and listings sold volume, and elected to the board, all in the same month. Pretty cool. I love overachievers. It's great. I can relate. Okay. Top individuals, July for listings taken and written units, Chiaki, congratulations. And then a 3-way tie with 7 written units each was Bruce and Jared. So congratulations to you guys. Great job. Top teams, Team Kaikoa got the award for closed volume, closed units, listings sold units, and volume and GCI. That was a big, good month for Team Kaikoa. For July, the Blue Marlin team, Escaleras, listings taken units, written units, and the Maui team, the Markellos, listings taken volume and written volume. So congratulations to you guys. And then top groups, we had Premier Global Partners. So that's Evie and her crew, which is listings sold volume, listings sold units. And then there was a tie on units with the 808 team. And then the 808 team got listings taken volume and units, written volume and units, closed volume and units, and listings sold units and GCI. You guys rock. So awesome. Anybody want to share that's from that list? Strategies, where your client came from, anything you did differently that would be useful or helpful or beneficial to the group?
Referrals.
Ah, referrals. Okay, Jonathan, so referrals from other KW agents or from your sphere?
No, I'm actually a referral from a sale from last year.
Okay, great. So a repeat and referral business sphere related. So work those. That's great. Keep in touch with those people, provide excellent client service. Anyone else? I'm looking at the list. All right, I'm checking you guys out here. Thank you for those of you who are on video. I can see your faces. Okay, let's welcome agents who have joined us since our last meeting. So Stacy, welcome. Andy, Dan, Ellie, Alan, Kinga, Matt, Matthew, and Selena. So welcome to you guys for Maui peeps. And then for Big Island, Lisa, and thank you for participating, Lisa, on the call. Roxy, Damon, K-How, thank you to you too. And Chris. And then we also have a new executive team member on the Big Island in the Kona office, who's also going to be helping with Hilo, but she was stationed in Kona, which is Antonita. So, which we're super excited to have Antonita. Is she on the call? Let me see if she's on the call. Antonita was referred to us by Leola and I think a couple other agents in that office too who have a relationship with her, but she is amazing, has a ton of experience. We're really, really excited to have her as part of the team. So welcome to her. All right, moving on to our updates from Miss Michelle and Nicole.
Okay, so this isn't, the first item is new content. The other two are just reminders. So state of Hawaii created and is put into effect their online safe travel system. It is mandatory you use the system beginning tomorrow, September 1st. So I have it up on another screen. That's what I'm looking at. So it's an online system. They request you do their form online 3 days prior to travel. There is an ability to do a request for a limited quarantine form, and that it requires a medical letter from your treating physician if you're traveling for medical, or an essential work letter from your employer on business letterhead. Just an FYI, it is my policy that I don't support a limited quarantine, and we would be issuing those as an essential work letter on a very limited basis. So that if you are traveling for Keller Williams business, then we would consider and entertain that. Outside of that, we will not be. All those requests need to come to me as principal broker. Your BICS cannot process that for you. So you want to check out the website. It's travel.hawaii.gov, travel.hawaii.gov. So that information is there. Requests for limited quarantine that do not qualify are trips to see family and friends, attend funerals. If you have a negative COVID-19 test, that does not qualify you for limited quarantine, or travel identified as personal use. So this is an increase in enforcement for quarantines, and it's all online now with the exception of small airports and small boat harbors. So like Lanai, you still need to print a paper form, and the Kapalua Airport, you need to still do a paper form in Hana. And Lanai, any of the small airports. So if you have questions on that, check that out online. Just giving everyone a heads up. One of the items I'm going to touch on this morning was for rent and for sale by owner. As licensed real estate professionals, you are never able to advertise for rent or for sale by owner. So I've had that come up over the last couple of weeks, and I'm just reminding everyone. If you have questions, please reach out to your BIC and or myself. We're happy to assist you. And the last item I want to touch on is compliance. Compliance is an email we sent out about 10 days ago. Compliance is the same process we've been using for months, very long period of time. What we're asking you to do is, as you go through your transaction, within 48 hours of an acceptance, you begin the process of uploading your documents within Command, within Opportunities. Those should be uploaded on an ongoing and contemporaneous basis at the same time as you're going through your transaction. And then 5 days prior to closing, and you can do it sooner if you need more time, we're asking that you submit your file directly to compliance email, which is Craig Carter. There's a few of you that we have made some accommodations for, and you know who those people are, but you'll be submitting it for review 5 days prior. All that compliance does is take your template escrow checklist, check to make sure all those documents are there, if they apply to your specific transaction, and that the forms are fully executed, meaning they have all the initials, they have all the signatures. They're not doing any type of broker review work. They're not making comments or changes to your transaction. It's just, these 8 documents apply for this deal. Are they all there, and are they properly signed? If you have any questions, please reach out to me about this. But we will be launching this on the Big Island within the next week, and we're excited to get going.
Yeah, so those of you who have been, like, the brokers were doing all the compliance before, so it was still happening. It was just the brokers were doing it, and the brokers requested that somebody else do it, which is fine. So we have somebody doing it. And because he's also a TC, he's, got the right skill set for it, pretty meticulous, knows how to use the system. So for you guys, nothing should change other than when you were letting your brokers know your file was ready to review, now you're just letting compliance know your file's ready to review. And the sooner you do that, what Michelle's saying, it's a best practice to upload your docs as you go. Now we know, having 280 of you wonderful, my family, my children, I know that some of you might wait till the last minute. Like, you know, you don't upload, you put it in a file somewhere else on your computer, and then it gets uploaded into Opportunities. I mean, the reason we like to have documents there is, let's say you have a family emergency, something happens, you got to leave your file behind and somebody's got to pick it up. That way, if all your documents are in there, it allows us to be able to do that. Also, if we need to look at something or there's an issue with the transaction, it's already accessible to us and we don't have to worry about getting that. Your broker can access it. So that's the best practice. Now, if you want to still upload everything, you know, a week before you close or even 5 days, we're asking 5 days because we want to give you time if there's something missing or there's signatures that are missing or initials or something like that. It gives you time to go back to the parties and work with the agents to get the documents in so you can get paid at closing. That is always the goal, is for you to be paid on the day of closing. And all the checklist items to be in, which we're required to keep by law and make sure that we have access to in case we're ever called on an audit by the commission or there's an issue we need to deal with in a grievance or you know, pro standards or ethics or RICO or whatever. Hopefully none of that happens, or an insurance claim. So I didn't get a chance to have a conversation about it with a lot of people before we left. Michelle's been talking and we've been talking to your brokers. So if you have questions, go to your broker, go to Michelle, but that's just my 2 cents. Go ahead, Michelle.
So yeah, I don't want you to wait till 5 days before closing. I very clearly want you to start within, and that's our policy, within 48 hours of acceptance. You do your green sheet, you do your timeline, you do your escrow instructions, and you open your opportunity within Command. I am getting inquiries occasionally from brokers and issues come up, and I've gone in and there are no documents. So I absolutely don't want you to wait till 5 days to start loading your documents. I need you to be doing it in real time as you're going through the transaction.
And if you have a transaction coordinator, they're doing that. So if you can always hire a transaction coordinator to make sure all of your docs are there. And those of you who have TCs, you know, probably you're not going to see, it's probably going to be pretty clean, you know.
The TC transactions are the easiest transactions because when I log in, most of the items, if not everything, is there. The TC submits your file for review and you get paid day of closing because most of the time it's fully complete and ready to go. So occasionally we stumble into something, but for the most part, I highly recommend a TC if this is something you're struggling with and just not able to, you know, get your documents in.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions about that? I know we had some people that emailed and we addressed questions from them. So I just want to know if there's any other questions or if you need further clarity on that process.
That's it for this morning.
Thank you. Thanks, Michelle. All right. Love it. Nicole.
Good morning, everybody. Gosh, so things are going really well. So the PC program has had 10 closings in August. So we've had a fabulous month. We are very excited. Awesome. Things are going really well. We also have 12 listings in the program. We're very listing focused, which is, you know, leads, listings, and leverage. There we go. And I wanted to let you all know, so the new round of Ignite, I know Lisa mentioned it, is starting on the 11th. September 11th is our first day, day one of Spark. And of course, everyone is invited to attend. There's a link you can sign up. It'll let you into whatever classes you want to join. And we graduated our last class last week. And I want to congratulate from the Big Island, Lisa Bell and Kehalani Abril. Yes, awesome. And from Maui, Tylene Lopian, Deanna Dragon, and Raiden Kekona are all now graduates of Ignite and are, by the way, rock stars and making a point.
That's a pretty great crew right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So very exciting. And we're looking forward to our next round starting on the 11th. And of course, we're encouraging them to always come back and take a couple classes to touch base and make sure your foundation is strong. So I encourage everybody. And again, we're always looking for any of our seasoned agents that are interested in doing some instructing or want to be a part of, you know, spreading the knowledge and helping us teach Ignite. Please reach out to me and let me know. We're always open to that.
Awesome. Thank you. I should also mention, because of your rockstar people that reminded me, and this goes for anybody in the company, if you are an agent or you know an agent, whether if you're an agent in the company or you know an agent in the company or outside of the company that might be interested in exploring being part of a team, whether it's an in-house team that we have or an expansion team opportunity that we have, we are always looking for people that are interested in that. If you want to know more about that, what that looks like, what that entails, or get more information, you can contact me, or you can talk to Nicole if you're in coaching initially to get some feedback from her. And there's different things just in terms of whether it makes sense to do or not, but I think that there's such a huge opportunity with some of the teams and the expansion that's going on right now for people that is a fit for. So I want to keep reminding you of that, because that is one of the unique things that we offer in this company that I think has really great value for the right people. So yes, Michelle.
2 items I just wanted to quickly touch on, I just came top of mind, was Realtors Association of Maui has issued your renewal dues for your annual renewal. And so those bills have been posted to your accounts. Please check them. The first deadline is September 30th for payment of your dues. And then the second thing is, please ensure that you're completing your continuing education. We are now going to be September 1 tomorrow, so you have about 60 days left before renewal period starts to submit to the state to renew your license. So important to get those 2 deadlines.
Great. Yeah, thank you, and you will be getting reminders. And a lot of times people get confused when RAM collects what the dues that are going to be due in October are your dues for your association. So Realtors Association of Maui, Hawaii Association of Realtors, and National Association of Realtors. That is not to be confused with your MLS dues or fees. And a lot of times, I know I was confused for years. I mean, I don't know how long I've been doing it now, but probably for the first 5 years, I still never got it. I was still confused about why I had multiple dues and I wouldn't pay one because I thought they were auto paid. So just make sure that you get that stuff taken care of. And then of course your licensing and your CE requirements, which I still have to finish. Okay. Next. Mega Camp. Okay, you guys, this is exciting. So for those of you who are not familiar with Mega Camp, it is, Keller Williams has 2 incredible conferences a year. They're usually in person. This year, obviously, has been different. So Mega Camp, this is the first time ever that they're doing it digitally or virtually. And normally there's about 10,000 people, 10 to 12,000 people that go to Austin for, yes, in the summer where it's usually 100 degrees when we're there. It's usually in August, but now it's September. And it's kind of Gary Keller's baby. Like, he runs it. He finds the best agents across the country to have on panels. The value is off the charts. It is the greatest value. I mean, most agents in the company will tell you hands down Mega Camp is their favorite because of so many nuggets you get and so many great stories you can hear from agents that are sharing things with you about how they run their business. It gives you an opportunity to network. They're going to do all sorts of super creative things on breakout sessions and networking. They're going to even have social events. There's some really cool creative things going on that I've never seen before or heard before of any virtual conference. And I got some more information this morning. So if you have not registered, I mean, I would highly recommend it. They're anticipating 50,000, at least 50,000 people to be involved in this. So even just for the sake of being involved in a historic event like that in the real estate industry, you know, it's a really cool thing to be a part of. So, and the content will be phenomenal. You'll get a state of the company update. You'll get market updates. You'll get, trying to think of some of the other things. There's really, really cool guest speakers. So it's the 15th through the 17th. The agenda is posted at megacamp.kw.com. You can register there. If there are, some of the sessions start super early our time, like 5 a.m. However, if you don't want to get up at 5 a.m. and say you miss an hour of the first session or you miss a session, because this was a concern that people had since it's over the course of a couple of days, they will be available, the content will be available for 60 days after. So it's worth it. Does anybody know what I want to say it's like $200 and something. When we go in person, it's like, I think Mega Camp is about $1,000, or I think it's like 800 plus if you do like the extra thing, it's like $1,000. So you don't have to travel, you don't have to pay those expenses, even though I know it's fun to be other places. So check that out. I know many of you have already registered. I keep getting texts from other people who are registering. If you're in leadership, there's the leadership camp section of it. So make sure that you do that. People are asking me questions, so let me answer them.
Is there any word on family reunion, whether we're going live on that yet?
There's not a word yet. I'm guessing they may announce something during Mega Camp about family reunion.
Okay.
Somebody asked, yeah, go ahead.
I haven't heard anything about a luxury meeting or commercial meeting this year.
There are. I've heard there are. So you've got to find out. I don't know if they've posted it on the agenda yet, but I know there's luxury events specific to luxury, and there's commercial as well.
I'm not meaning in Mega Camp, the separate meetings that you have.
I would guess there is some kind of a separate networking thing for commercial and luxury. But if you haven't gotten an email yet, I don't know if they've set it yet.
Yes, we just got an email. We just got an email this morning.
There you go, Michelle.
About a luxury event.
Perfect.
Following Mega Camp.
Okay, thank you. So look at your email from this morning. And then they will post the detailed agenda on the website as they continue to add things to it. Somebody asked me, are there recordings for Win with Sellers? I think the answer is yes. Cheryl or Latasha, do you know, are those going out in our Friday emails?
Hannah's sending them out, so I'll double check that. I know there was a delay in terms of getting them to Hannah, but she's on it right now, so they should be coming out hopefully this week.
Okay, cool. Somebody asked a question. I know this wasn't intended publicly, but it's a good question about if you're in another market and you have data, your database stuff is in command, can you take that database? I think this is the question, where you travel to. I mean, the answer is yes, it does stay with you in there. So if you have further questions, you can ask me, or we can talk offline about that. Mega Camp rocks. Yes, those of you who have been part of it know how special it is, and it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, I'll respond to that. I'm just looking to see what else people wrote. If you need me, they always release new tech at that time as well. Oh, okay. It's only $119, Robert, for registration. I thought it was $2-something. That's
Yes. Sorry, I was trying to find my mute button.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I checked online and it's $119 this year. I mean,
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Okay, that's awesome. I love it. All right. Reminder, Lifeline is still showing up on your KW Connect as well, which are some great sessions that Gary does with some guest speakers. So that's a really cool one. And tech updates from our Tech Wizard team, Robert and Latasha. Do you want me to go through the slides?
We can do it.
Okay.
So I'm taking over for Robert. So normally I don't join the central team meetings, but I am tag it today.
We're happy to see you, Latasha.
Well, thank you. So a couple of updates. We have added have you seen the new added smart plans? So for those of you that haven't been on Command in a while, Maui only is piloting several, there's a bunch of smart plans on there. So originally we had 10. I think there's at least 50 or 60 now. So definitely they're at the bottom. So make sure that you scroll to the bottom and see them. If you don't see them, you will see your top 10 or the first 10. And then underneath that, you'll see the additional ones. So that's really exciting. Don already talked about his Ninja class that will happen today at 2. And then just as a friendly reminder, if you need one-on-one assistance from myself or Robert, please email techconcierge1002@gmail.com. couple of highlights that we want to do. If we can go to the next slide, we're going to do a highlight of the BYOCC. So BYOCC is every Tuesday and Thursday, and we will have one tomorrow. And then also this Thursday at 10 a.m. through 11 a.m. That's also broadcasted live via Facebook. And so join us. We will go over Marty Miller's 66, if I can talk, Day Command, and it's going to be the 4th series. So we do a lot of interactive training. Sometimes we jump in on our command and show you some highlights and some tips and tricks. So join us. There's another thing we had, for those of you that didn't join us for the first time ever last week, we had a brand new class entitled Stop the Scroll. And it was very well attended. And there's a highlight, there's a neighborhood video that some of you may not have done, but there is a neighborhood video that's really cool. It's trending very well. If you opt to do a Facebook paid ad for this, it's doing very well. So can we?
Yeah, do you know if the sound is, I didn't set my sound, so do we know if they can hear it? Should we try? Let's try.
Sure, we can try it.
You tell me, you tell me.
Yeah.
Oh, it would help if it's on. You tell me if you can hear it.
No, but they can see it. But one of the things I do want to highlight for this video, it took me all of 5 minutes to create this. We walked everyone through how to do it. The biggest thing that you have to do is that you will have to go into your MLS, and basically you want to verify the average price per house, days on market. You just want to make sure you do your research in terms of your data for whatever neighborhood. Once you have your data, it's plug and play. Like I said, 5 minutes. Do this as a paid Facebook ad. I know one agent had about 26, 27 leads from their short video.
Super cool.
So it's great. And then I think that's it for us in terms of the tech updates. Robert, I don't know if you have anything else. I will tell you that we are going to offer another new class probably next week, and that's going to be bridging the gap between the contacts and opportunities in command. The one thing I do want to say is I know Lisa's really driving for us as the tech wizards to make sure that we are constantly looking at the vital signs, tracking where our agents are, what they're doing, and what they're needing. So the reason why we have these classes is because we're listening to what you're telling us, what we know you need, and making sure that you have all the tools and tricks that you need to increase your presence, and then most importantly, stopping that scroll. Thank you for your time.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, that's a great video. I mean, you can plug in the city, that was awesome for Makawao, and then it shows them, and it's fun to watch, like it's a little fun thing. And then you have the promo. Do you want to talk, or the video tour promo videos?
Yeah.
Do you want to speak to that at all?
Let's see, hit play for a minute.
Okay, I don't know if it's.
I think this one might go, no? So this one basically was talking about live tour videos and being able to do them. I know coming up, I would say probably in the next couple months, we're gonna have some more interactive capabilities with Command. I know Robert and I, well, Robert more so is in the privy than I am, but we will have some new features coming up in terms of videos, because that's one of the things that people had asked, going back to the neighborhood videos, are there going to be more templated videos that we can send? And so this one was a tour featuring live tours, or the tours that you can have in terms of virtual tours. And the key thing that we want to stress with this video, and then also Command, is that we want to make sure that the videos that you are producing and are sending are high quality. They have interactiveness to them. They also are scripted, and also making sure that we plug in for the app. So there's some new things that are coming down the pipe for the app. We can't release that information just yet, but there are some exciting things that are coming up with the app. If you have any issues with your KW, either branded website and or app, reach out to us. We're here to help you. I don't know, Robert, if you want to add anything? Did I miss anything?
No, you did perfect. Yeah, I couldn't have done better for sure. Mega Camp is when they tend to release a lot of the tech, so there's probably going to be a whole bunch of releases coming out around that time. So it's with the videos. I think we're at a crawl and then a walk and then a run. So I think we're kind of in between crawl and walk, and I think there's going to be more coming that way. So I don't guarantee it, and I don't make any announcements that way because timing is always bad. So, but yeah, stay tuned for Mega Camp for sure. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, I think the simplicity of this is what is key, right? Because everybody's busy doing what they do, but where you can just grab a short video like this, share it on your social media platform, email it to your database, text it to people, and it promotes your app, and then they'll download it. I mean, it's great. I think it's awesome. So they can just share this. So if they go into command and they go to the designs, is that where do they find these videos to share?
These ones, I was going to say, these ones are actually in campaigns. You can go in and do a
they're in
post,
campaigns.
and then in that they'll be just like quick suggested.
Well, that's for your
posts.
social. So if you're doing the social media or you're doing an email, you can do that all through campaigns. That's
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah.
And then
They can go into designs as well, but campaigns, either or.
Yeah.
Okay, designs or campaigns. And then, so there was a question about where are the smart plans located, and do we need to import in command, or are they in command already? Yeah, they are in command already. There is a library that houses the different smart plans. And then when you go into a contact and you want to put that contact on a smart plan, you may have to add that smart plan to your library, to that contact from your library. So if you need help with that, Latasha or Robert can help you with that. Super easy, it's super fast, and show you what the templated smart plans are. Now you may want to customize them, you may want to add things to them, but there are ones that are ready to go, like your monthly nurture, your bi-weekly, or your bi-monthly. And then you have your 8x8s. And I mean, there's some that are already in there, but you might want to add some of your own content. So
yeah, you may want to edit some of them too. I know salutations on the mainland, or hello,
yeah, like
carbs, we can say aloha and mahalo, that kind of thing. So yeah, they're all customizable with the exception of a few.
So you can email tech concierge?
Tech concierge 1002. Yes.
Tech concierge 1002 at Gmail?
At gmail.com. And then also tomorrow, what we'll do is before we start our class, we'll do a quick review just to make sure everyone knows how to get them, how to add them. We can definitely do that little review before we start our BYOCC.
Yep, for sure.
And then Michelle, you were asking a question about, do we have anyone to do our command for us yet? I don't know what you mean by do our. Do you mean, because Robert and Latasha can meet with, if you need to do something in it, what specifically are you looking for in your command?
Hello, everyone. Hi. What I'm asking about is, do we have anyone on staff who we can hire to help do it for us, to run our command for us, rather than
what for you? Database management and marketing?
Yes, just to run the whole command site.
That if you're talking about, so the main reason you would hire somebody, which is typically a VA, that would be
do we have anyone available to us that we could use or hire?
Not in our, I mean, not in-house. We do have some options for VAs if you want to hire somebody that if you're ready to go to that next admin person, like you have that, that's what you need. I can guide you to resources for database management and marketing. Yeah.
Is that what Hannah's not doing that, right?
Hannah is doing, what Hannah does for you guys is your marketing packages for your listings. So what she'll do is when you have a listing, so Hannah, we hired to do marketing for your listing. Yes. So part of what she includes is like, she'll do your email blast to your database. She'll do your email blast to RAM. She'll do your flyers for that listing, your open house flyer. Yeah.
I've reached out to her a few times, as did Dylan, and I haven't been able to contact her. I'm just wondering, maybe Dylan and I have the wrong email address for her.
Copy me. She's very responsive. typically. So there may be an issue with the email, but if you send her one and copy me on it, then I'll be involved.
Okay, can you send me the VA information that you have, please? Thank you.
I will. All right. Anything else, you guys? We already did an update on the COVID stuff. So let me just, before we sign off.
Hey, Lisa, I was going to jump in real quick and just say, with Bold and the other Zoom meetings that we've had, it looks like the dashboard is going to be totally redesigned for MegaCamp. So it's going to be more geared toward networking and that kind of thing. So it's not going to look like just a big Zoom meeting. They'll actually have a presentation panel, and you'll be able to set up referrals and all sorts of stuff. So
yeah,
it looks
super
pretty
cool.
Yeah.
I put a little video on the Facebook page this morning, which just got released, which shows some of what that dashboard looks like. It's awesome. Like I said, I've never seen a conference. I'm sure in other industries, they've probably done conferences like this. I have a friend that works for a company that all they do is conferences for corporate. And there's so much more interactive and involved. And so I'm really excited because they did hire a company. In fact, I tried to get them to hire her company, but they had already hired somebody to run this because it's very different. It isn't a Zoom. You're right. It's going to be totally a different experience.
Yeah, this is a step above for sure. Yeah.
So that's cool. All right, you guys. Anything else before we?
I did forward you that HAR video.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And so we can update everybody on Wednesday about what we should do to handle that.
Okay, awesome. Okay, thank you. All right, before we go, tell me something good. One person.
Do we have any needs and wants time here?
Oh yeah, that slide wasn't in there. Sorry, I didn't remember. Needs and wants. Let's talk about needs and wants. Buyers, listings, what you got?
This is Jessica Miller. I have a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath, immaculate, meticulously clean, beautiful condo coming in Ho'olea Terrace tomorrow at $425,000 downstairs unit. So look out for that.
Okay, so you guys, who has a buyer, that's a great one. Let's get it. Let's get one of you guys in there. So when does that come out? When is that? You've got that signed? That's coming out?
It'll be listed tomorrow as soon as my eyes open.
So call Jessica today if you have a buyer. For that.
Yeah. We have one more in there too.
What was the question?
Is it a ground floor unit and are pets allowed?
Pets allowed, ground floor, 2 parking spaces side by side right outside of the condo. It also has an outdoor storage space where he put in built-in shelving. All the closets have built-in shelving, very clean carpet in the bedrooms, Brazilian cherry laminate flooring throughout, cherry blinds throughout. It's so clean. It's beautiful. You'll love it.
Okay, I'll talk to you after.
Okay.
Great. Make that happen, ladies. All right,
Yes.
Who else? Who else has a need and want? Buyer looking for
Aloha.
something in particular, listing coming up. Yes.
Aloha, this is Sharon VJ. I'm signing
Sharon.
how are you today? Welcome back.
Thank you.
I'm signing 2 listings this week, 15 acres in Kula with a water meter with beautiful views, and a home in Kahana.
Price points?
The land, not determined yet, but they're in the 1.2 range, and Kahana is going to be $968.
Awesome.
3-bedroom, 2 bath.
Great. That's a great listing too. All right, you guys, anything else? Okay, tell me something good before we leave. What's good? What happened in your life? What's happening in your world? That's great.
Okay, this is Sharon again. I'll tell you something really good. I did open house yesterday in Pukalani. And my Pukalani home, I had Keone come on as the co-lister to help with emotions of the seller and family issues. So mahalo to Keone for that. And Cheryl came to check it out, and she was my good luck charm. We had 3 buyers come through, all loving the property, all wanting for what it is, and one does not have an agent. So I picked up a buyer. So mahalo to Keone and Cheryl.
We're gonna sell it. We're
That's a
gonna
great
sell it.
one. That is a great one.
Yeah, I got chicken skin, so it's definitely gonna happen. We'll be drinking tequila very soon, Keone.
Sombreros
Oh
and
my goodness,
tequila.
sombrero time. Yeah, Sharon and the sombrero. I love it.
Yes,
Okay.
we will have the sombrero. Mahalo.
Awesome. Awesome, you guys. Thank you for sharing that. That's great. All right, you guys. Well, great to see you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again soon. And I will follow up on the stuff you guys asked me to do. And thanks so much and have a great rest of the week.
See you Wednesday.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
Wednesday at 8:30.
Aloha.
All right, you guys.
Aloha, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Aloha.
Thank you.
Aloha.